Oh boy, have we seen some excitement since we were last here. He's been interesting. He's been good. Welcome back to Buxton 2.0. Yeah, so plenty's happened since we were last here. We're starting off on our contract page. We can see we've signed a new extension, an extra 2 years on top of it, an extra £25 a week. We're rolling in cash now. But yeah, we have signed in a longer contract. It was due to expire at the end of this season, and we've managed to get a longer one there. And we're also studying for a national C license finally. We've been trying all this time, but it's finally happened. And we've also made a couple more transfers since we were last here. Again, all similar to how we have been going, younger players to come through for the future. Combe Murray was the first one. He's an 18-year-old left winger. Bags of potential for him. Carl Concannon from Histon is the next one. He's a right back. Again, bags of potential. And Tadeusz Blasic from Limavady United. If you watched last year's Children's Travels, you know I've got a bad experience with Limavady, but hopefully this guy can set it right. And I just want to highlight him. He's 17 years old, 17 bravery, 18 teamwork, some pretty good, anticipation, balance, jumping reach, flair, leadership, vision, work rate, technique. If we can just round out a few more of these technicals, I think he's got it all to go very, very far in the game. Perhaps it could do with improving his determination a little bit if he is to reach some heights, but he is very, very good for a 17-year-old as well. And the reason we've got a new contract is we've been doing wonderful since we were last here. We beat Bournemouth 4-1. Tasdemir, Price, Gibson, Hammond, and Brookwell all on the score sheet for this one. And then a 2-0 victory over Dorking. Tasdemir and Price once again scoring. And then Wheatley turned up. A hat-trick and an own goal saw us beat Yeovil 4-2. 91st and 93rd minute goals from Wheatley to win this one. And then a 6-6 draw with Rochdale. It was incredible. Tolaj getting a hat-trick for them. Wheatley and Price both getting hat-tricks for us. 6-6. Yeah. Then beat Darlington 2-0, Wheatley getting both of them. He also scored in a 2-1 victory over Dagenham and Redbridge alongside Freddie Price. Reiki got 2 and a Sullivan own goal saw us beat Torquay 3-0. Maguire sent off there in this game, which meant he missed out and Brookwell came in a 6-1 defeat to Southend. So twice we've conceded 6 this season, and 3 times already we've conceded 5 or more isn't ideal at all. But the last time out we bounced back to winning ways, Tasmania and Wheatley scoring as we beat Hartlepool 2-1, sorry. League-wise now, we're currently sat in 3rd place. We're already 9 points behind Notts County. They were unbeaten so far. Wheatley currently top scorer, Andrews and Tolaj in there as well, all on double figures already. But today we play bottom of the league, Hampton and Richmond in the league, and then we play South Shields in the FA Cup. And this is the team that we are going with against Hampton and Richmond. We've got Roberts, Hughes, Mallan, Apaya, Munro, Brookwell, Reiki, Gibson, Hammond, Tasdenia, Price, and Wheatley up top. And this is a game that we should really be taken by the scruff of the neck and kicking on. No disrespect to Hampton and Richmond, but the bottom of the league. As we say, this is a game that we should be winning comfortably, and I am going to tell them that I expect them to go and win this comfortably. 2 draws, 3 defeats in their last 5. Similar formation to us, the 4-2-3-1. You can see we've won 4 out of our last 5, losing that other one, which was of course the 6-1. Yeah, I mean, they can come out of the relegation zone with a victory, but we need to be winning this game. and ideally very, very comfortably, and going to show a statement of intent here. Rochdale have already drawn 2-2 with Oldham, so a point would put us ahead of them. Wassell looks downfield. Mallon steps in, wins the header. Tasdemir out to Hughes. Gibson Hammond looks for Reiki into the area. Can he make it one? Yes, he can. Arjan Reiki with his third goal of the season. He should have actually been on international duty for this game, but we withdrew him. It was only friendlies. He doesn't need to be travelling to India to play friendlies. Sorry, Reiki. Clearly showing though that he doesn't mean that much, as he's taken a couple of touches and slotted it past the goalkeeper for 1-0, 8 minutes into this game, and comfortable early goings for us. Reiki once again on the ball here, back to Apaya. He looks downfield for Wheatley. He doesn't win the header, but it's Brookwell now. There's an overlap here with Hughes. First time, and Tasdemir is tripped. He got to the ball, I think, just before Wassell. I'm not quite sure because it skipped a little bit. But regardless, Tasdemir is brought down in the box. We have a penalty to make it 2. It's Reiki for his second, and he does score, and it's 2-0. 12 minutes into this game, Arjan Reiki with 2 goals in the game as well. Very, very glad he's not on international duty right now and he's here with us. It's a great penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way, and it is a bit more comfortable for us now. Hopefully we can keep going like this. Add on a few more. Really going to show an intent and go and do wonders for the goal difference. We've lost, a 5-1 and a 6-1, and Walters has pulled one back. As I'm talking about going to building goal difference, we concede. Not ideal at all. Fernandez did well. He played it back to Edwards, who looked forward. I don't quite know what Monroe was doing there. It was never a header to be won. He just needed to go and see that out. Instead, Juliff pulls it across, and Walters has the ball in the back in it for 2-1. And Hampton and Richmond just reminding us that they're still here. Brookwell steps in, wins the ball. Gibson Hammond is getting a bit narrow. Great switch of play from Brookwell to find Price to the byline, pulls it back to Monroe. He floats across into Wheatley, nods it down for Brookwell, out for Hughes. He chips across him. Price isn't going to get there, but Gibson Hammond hits the bar, and Wheatley's shot is deflected up and over for a corner ball. Wheatley's not having the best game so far. Corner comes in, it's headed clear. Mallon. Gibson Hammond put it back in to Apaya. Mallon once again. He hits one, it's over the bar. Let's encourage. Gray with a free kick towards the back post. Reiki heads clear. Brookwell to bring it forward. It's 2-on-2. He can find a pass. He's going to keep going himself, and still goes himself and shoots from range. And that was just greed. Pure greed from him there. Notts County currently 0-0. We need them to start losing games, really. Gray with a free kick, dangerous position, round the wall, and we've thrown away a 2-goal lead in this first half. It's a wonderful free kick. Both their goals, the first goals of the season for both players. And, complacency really did creep in. That's not good goalkeeping from Roberts at all. They are going to demand more as we come towards half time, and we do go in at 2-2, and I'm going to tell them that's absolutely unacceptable. Wheatley is coming off a Turner Cook here. Pyatt is going to come off a Hanks because of that knock as well. And Freddie Price also has a knock, but we don't really have anybody to take him off for. Scaloni maybe switch Tasdemir out onto that left-hand side. And Tasdemir on the left, Scaloni plays that in midfield centre role. So all 3 subs made at half time, they probably will come back to bite us, because you just know we're going to pick up an injury and have to finish with 10 men. Altrincham currently going ahead of us. We are going to go more attacking here. Hughes goes back to Mallon. He chipped one forward. Turner Cook is beaten in the air by Wassell. Edwards to Kunda. Gray has an overlap, but instead it goes central to Edwards, switches it for Julie. First time balling for Walters, and we're now behind. It is 3-2 to Hampton and Richmond, and Juliff has created two of them, and we're just giving it far too much space on that side. It's just a simple ball, and yeah, Walters unmarked once again to volley home, and we're 3-2 down with half an hour to play. Hughes clears downfield. Tasmir flicks the header on for Turner Cook to chase. Got one man to beat. He shoots and he's straight down to the goalkeeper. It's a poor shot, really, in the end. And when you look at the statistics, we really should be coming out of this game with women. It's going to keep berating them here. But it really does look like we went 2-0 up and complacency kicked in. Turner Cook shoots from the free kick, hits the bar and goes over. We've got 10 minutes to try and save a point out of this. At the moment, we're dropping down to 5th place. Hanks to Mallon. He looks forward to nobody in particular, but Hughes wins the ball, brings it forward and shoots from range when he should have probably kept on running. Highlights just keep on coming there. Ball downfield. Block heads back to his goalkeeper. He clears downfield. Hughes should pick that up. And plays it forward, but nobody there. Reiki now on the ball. Finds Tasmir. It's a great ball. Tasmir to equalise. Serhat Tasmir gets his 4th goal of the season. Gives us an equaliser. Let's demand more now. See if we can go and find a winner. We've still got 4 minutes plus stoppage time. This was a wonderful ball, by the way, from Reiki to find Tasmir. He was on the move and it's right into his path. Just takes one touch and it sits up perfectly for the volley into the top corner. And free kick to defend. Gray floats one in. It's headed on. And what are we doing here? Jack Edwards allowed to head in unmarked when we've got 2 players in that area. Where the hell is the goalkeeper going? I have no idea. But how... that is infuriating. We are going to lose to bottom of the league. And we are throwing a water bottle here and telling him I'm not happy. And this FA Cup game, it's a chance for a few people to... I know we've been on a decent run, but that performance, there's no excuses for that. A lot of players are going to come in for this FA Cup game, and if they play well, they're keeping their places, because that is embarrassing. FA Cup's coming up next. So for our second game, we're going for a completely rotated side. We've got Richardson, Burke, Mohammed, Hanks, Godden as the back 4, Petit and Scalunia in midfield, Turner Cook, Works, Murray and Di Girolamo for this FA Cup tie away against South Shields. A couple players there need numbers, Murray and Blasic, who is on the bench. So quite a few of the younger players getting a chance as well this time, either starting or they're on the bench in the likes of Blasic as well. But like I say, it's a pretty rotated side, and we're going to see what some of them can do, because after that performance against Hampton and Richmond in the league, there is places to play for. After the run we've started on in the league, you know, we were sort of comfortable. I knew which team to go with, and they were all pretty much playing well, with the exception of the 6-1 defeat as we go 1-0 down inside 8 minutes. Callum Ross, the scorer this time for South Shields. The ball played into that back post, headed on once again, and yeah, we don't deal with the first ball or the second ball or the third ball. It's a good save from Richardson, by the way, to keep it out. There's no blame on him at all, but the defenders had to be alive to that. Free kick in a similar place. He's played short this time. Labadie to Fremantle. Back to Ross. He looks for O'Rourke. Brings it down, gets past his man, and I thought I just found the inside the post then, But we are not starting off very well here. DJ Alama's free kick towards the back post, headed clear, and it was Murray's header straight into hands of Hutchinson, who takes his time. The highlight does continue. He now looks downfield towards Martin. Hanks wins the header out, only to Lutz, and there's a man running, and he finds him. It's Fremantle just wide of the post. Prop should have done better there. It remains 1-0, and we are going to go to a balanced style. Look at this. We've been completely outplayed in this first half. Not a single shot from us so far. We've just had our first one. We're going to break them. See if we can wake them up a little bit. It's Burke's throw-in. Headed clear, and it's O'Rourke to bring it forward. And the man in centre is offside. He's back onside now, but Labadie looks for Fremantle and straight into hands of Richardson. Fremantle is constantly getting free behind our back lines. My glasses keep slipping down my face. We're going to drop our defensive line. We're actually going to drop where we are starting our press from as well. Just because it's far too easy there. Hanks is struggling for fitness. Vincent's ball finds Labadie. And ball forward towards Fremantle. O'Rourke. Fremantle gets his goal. And I think it was Mohammed that had dropped deep and didn't deal with the ball. We'll see from here. It is Mohammed. He's deep. It allows Fremantle to be on side, and then just gets bullied by him. Burke tackles O'Rourke, and he just falls to Fremantle. And we're 2-0 down here, and the rotated squad is clearly not doing its job. Free kick from Labadie. Hits the bar. Hanks heads clear. And I was trying to get to half time with Hanks. I think now we should probably see it out, but he's going to have to come off with that knock. We've had one shot in that first half. That is embarrassing. Hanks is going to come off. We're going to bring on Joe Scott. Vlasic is going to come on for Works. Bringing on a couple of them younger players. We're going to go very attacking. And we're going to go route one. Yes, we are. And do we take off the Girolamo? I think we leave him on. I think we keep that change for now. No, we don't. Brisley's coming on. For Mohammed, so that is all three changes made at half time once again. Highlight straight from kickoff, which is from South Shields. Martin back to Bolton. He looks forward, and Brisley this time makes a mistake. And Fremantle's in again, and he can make it free, and he does make it free. 20 seconds into this second half. And we are collapsing. I don't know why this team can't perform on camera. We don't play like this when I'm not recording. Just keep berating them. There's nothing more we can do now, really. We've made every change. Corner comes in, and it's going to be 4, is it? Yes, it is. Well, what do we do? Move to a 3. Him and his ball winning midfielder. Box to box. I mean, it's obviously not working. At this point, we've given ourselves too much to do. It's 4-0, so we're going to stay on very attacking, but we're going to drop players back. We are going to berate, and there's going to be fines given out after this game. I can assure you that. One shot all game from us. We have been completely dominated by a team 2 divisions below us. Rotated team or not, this, with the changes of a couple of players, is the team that virtually got us promoted last season. And yeah, I don't know what to say, but we have been completely embarrassed. Hunter, have they got a fifth in them? Not with a ball like that, they haven't. Richardson claims. He looks downfield, and Howard is the only one in that area. Murray tries to tackle him, but he's now Lutz. O'Rourke, it is 5. Or do you think it'll be 6 then? There's going to be a lot of players on the transfer list after this. A lot of players will never play for this club again. Fremantle does make it 6. This is... I don't have words. I really do not have words for how bad this is. Fremantle bags his hat-trick, 6-0 to South Shields. It would not surprise me if we have a board meeting after this. We are going to tell every single player that I'm furious with them. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of players leaving this club after this performance, be it sold or released. No board meeting, surprisingly. In terms of next episode, it will be probably Notts County and Solihull Moors. If we can get back to winning ways, that, by the way, that's the 3rd time this season already we've conceded 6 goals. If we get back to winning ways, that game against Notts County could be huge. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.